Ms. Marigold Sherry Garrido, Provincial Director of TESDA Region 10.
Good morning, everyone. May buntag. But anyway, I really would like to give my due acknowledgement first for a dear friend and a partner, no, in skills development, Attorney Roy. Thank you so much. As well as another dear friend, Ma'am Jess, PD of DTI, and the other guests, Mr. Parker Kwan, and the entire team of MakoTek. Thank you very much for the invitation. I'm supposed to be here to present about TVET in IT sector. That's why I prepared. I didn't know it was a message, but I can assure you it's really substantive for all of you. So I'm asking everyone to please look at my presentation because there are a lot of things that you need to know about TVET, no, in IT sector. So yeah, we have opened our doors to the industry, especially to the ICT. It's because we want to be relevant. TVET should be the one responding to the human resource skills needs, not only in Misamis and Talba, in the entire country as well. So please, next slide. There are just three things that I'd like to show to you: the future of work, and then the TVET or TESDA, what we are offering and how to access it. Next slide. Okay, para lang interesting, do you know Rip Van Winkle? Kinsay nakakuan sa ilahang literature diri. Mga IT man ta, pero basin ka ilata ni Rip Van Winkle. That sluggish Rip Van Winkle went to the mountain and slept. And after 20 years, aya pa siya nakamata. And he found out it's another kind of world. What I'm saying here, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to look at the future. And IT is the future. Okay? Next. So, with that new kind of environment, you would have compelling questions. No? Compelling questions. What would the future look like? Unsa na gid ang future of work? And how will automation affect our lives? What will happen to the workers? Will robot overrule us? There are a lot of compelling questions for the future. Next slide. Why? Because everything will soon become smart. Not smart in terms of technology. We know smart technology in Korea. I've seen in Australia. Smart technology, even with that, we have already adopted sa kanaa diha sa kani ang one of the food chain stores, di ba? Kung mag-order ta, diha na lang sa ato ang sa monitor. That's one form of smart technology. Next slide. Okay. Even AI has embraced art. No? Even robot ga paint na siya. Why am I showing these slides? It's because, next slide. There are a lot of questions, especially for the human resource sector. Unsay mahitabo dai sa mga programmers, sa mga visual graphic artists, sa mga visual graphic designers, unsa pod ang preparation gihimo sa TVET sector on this aspect? Next slide, please. Okay, because over the next 3 years, even now, no, it's happening. These are the three most important areas that we need to consider: data science, analytics, and business intelligence, and data analysis, which I know you will agree with me. No? Next slide. Okay, so here comes TESDA. Niyo si TESDA, dili mi pwede nga mag-train lang mi gihapon sa kanang Microsoft Words, no? We have to look at technology, how it is moving. So we have what we call area-based demand-driven. Demand-driven TVET, meaning demand from the industry. Next slide. Okay. So I just don't want to consume the time, but please focus more on how we respond to the future. Let's say 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Giunsa na mo prepare ang atuang mga future skilled workers. Next slide. Next slide, please. So what do we have? Next slide. We have 2D animation NC3. That is for 840 hours. Next slide. We offer 3D game art development NC3. That's for 1,364 hours. Next slide, please. Visual graphics design NC3, 487 hours. Next slide. Computer system servicing NC2, 280 hours. Next slide. And contact center services NC2, that's 144 hours. And there are actually 19. These are just sample. So any one of you would like to avail of the training, we have scholarship programs for you. For the scholarship programs, meaning this is for free, the training cost, and we will giving you 160 per day na allowance. Aron dili na gyud mo reklamo nga wala mo ipliti. No? You can go to the training institution. So, there are a lot of scholarship programs that we have, and it will depend on the beneficiaries. For industries like you, there are a lot of you working already, you can still apply. Even if you're working, okay? You can still avail of our scholarship. That's what we call reskilling and upskilling. Next slide. Okay, because we will be offering the under the TTSP program, Tulong Trabaho Scholarship Program, sponsored by, of course, our Senator Joel Villanueva. If you are already an institution, an industry, a company offering higher technology, an emerging skill, emerging technology that TESDA do not have any curriculum or training regulation, you can propose for TESDA. So we will be funding the program, and the company or the training institution can offer the training itself. So we will be the one providing the training cost. So meaning the company or the enterprise can earn from the scholarship fund. Okay, so that's the package. We are partnering with MakoTek on this aspect. Hopefully, we'll be able to come up with a program for this one. Next slide. So, these are the requirements. Just take a screenshot na lang. Next slide. Next slide. Okay. I'd like to show to you about TESDA online program. This is another mode wherein we can learn, we can get skills training to TESDA online program. It is a web-based platform wherein we have already catered a lot, 5 million users already under the TESDA online program. Even OFWs from different countries have availed of our online program. Next slide. These are the, just information about it. Next slide, please. These are the, programs being offered. The one in the circle are those related to ICT. We have basic computer operations, smart Android mobile apps, smart technopreneurship, web development, C++ fundamentals, software development fundamentals, and Android 4.0 programming. So these are all regarding the IT sector that is available for free via www.tesda.gov.ph. You just have to click it. Next slide. Okay, so it's for free. You just have to get the enrollment. Use the e-tesda.gov.ph. Next slide. We hope to see you whether online. Next slide. And any of you, next slide please. And any of you can access us if instead of you opening our door into the Trinidad building, you just have to access the virtual office. Okay, just click on that. You'll be using the Discord. I know most of you has Discord, gagamit mo kay mga gamers. You'll be using that app. Then you can get into our office. Thank you so much. That's about it. Maing buntag sa atong tanan.